from it all.
Oh, now. Hello. 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 Hello.
Let me show you another world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. The possibilities are endless. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Oh, now. Hello. Hello.
Let me show you another world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all.
Oh, now. Hello. Hello.
Let me show you another world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. The possibilities are endless. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Oh, now. Hello. Hello.
Let me show you another world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Welcome back, everyone, to Calls with the Wizard, episode 6, I believe. Am I correct over there? 18. What is it?
18.
18. Why did you tell me 6? This guy's fired. He's out of here. Okay. Anyways, much love, much respect to everybody in the live chat. We're going to have fun. I want to give a shout out to, once again, the LA Fools, also the IE Fools, and I want to start a group out there. I told you guys, and I'm trying to encourage you, we got to call them the Raider Fools, okay? So, but first and foremost, you know what? I got a shout out that I want to give, and I was going to give it out a while ago, but I get so busy, and I hope this person's listening. So happy belated birthday, happy belated 30th birthday to Elsa Cordero, okay? AKA La Vida Beauty out in Bakersfield. So happy belated birthday. Sorry we didn't say it on, I believe it was a Wednesday that I was supposed to give the shout out and I didn't. And I was reminded today, you know, can you give us a shout out? So much love, much respect. I would do it. I just have to remember. Okay. For those of you that want to appear on Roadium Radio, once again, submit your music to roadiumradio@gmail.com, roadiumradio@gmail.com, and somebody will get back to you via email. Okay. I know a lot of you guys DM me and they say, hey, I sent it. Hey, did you read my email? Somebody will contact you via email. Okay. Other than that, send music, send videos, and send a short bio if you can, okay? I always like to read people's stories or people's, if you will, their inspirations or how many records they got out or how long they've been doing this. Other than that, if you didn't check out episode 45 on Freaky Tales, make sure you guys go to Freaky Tales Podcast. Check that out, okay? Me and Marvelous Inc. We're going to start going back to 2 times a month. Hopefully that works out for all October. We did all every Friday. That worked out, but we're going to slow it down because, you know, the holiday seasons are coming up, and you know, I mean, who wants to talk scary stuff during Christmas? I do, but I don't know if you guys want to. So other than that, once again, conversation with Marvelous. The other day we just had my boy Guerrero Fitness. Go check out that episode. It's dope. Go check out Candyman's episode. That shit is dope. Okay, so other than that, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it with somebody that is no stranger here. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce Bakersfield's very own Magic Girl.
Hey, Tony.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You know what? First and foremost, I do want to say something. Okay. Your first episode here, because I did say you are no stranger to, this podcast, Roadium Radio, was episode 24, January 12th, 2020. 2020, episode 24. So really, you've been here since the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the next time you were here was actually Freaky Tales. That was October 16th, 2020, episode 6.
That's right. It was at the beginning of Freaky Tales as well.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
And that was when you pretty much told everybody that you were a mortician. Okay. So a lot of people still trip out on that and they don't believe it. So I don't know.
They want to see the facts.
Well, why do you think they don't believe it? I mean, do they want you to show up with guts or something?
I guess it's just like a bizarre job, or I don't know, maybe my image doesn't fit what they... I know that morticians are very stereotyped as like gothic girls or gothic guys or like straight rockers or Norberts, you know? Like...
Okay.
But anyways, I think they're just stereotypes. So I guess when people see me, they don't immediately think like mortician. Just like a lot of people don't know that I worked IT for a lot of years too. So I was an IT tech.
Okay. So the next one, you came back. You were episode 105 on Roadium Radio. And it's almost like it's the same month, October 25th, 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And after that, you were here this is the last time you were here, episode 185. That was 80 episodes after your last time.
Right. That was with Ben's, no?
The 105 was with Ben's.
Was Ben's,
This one was by yourself, and I think we brought in Mr. D with you at the very end.
Yeah.
That was August 8th, 2021. Okay. So it's been over a year since you've been here. So it was time to bring you back. And you do have a fan base that does support you, that does follow you, because every episode, even Freaky Tales, you've had over 20K, over 10K, over 15K views every time you've shown up. But it was time because there was a lot of people that were requesting you on the live chat that they wanted to ask you questions. That I created this, if you will, episode, or if you will, this little, if you will, sister station to Roadium Radio called Calls with the Wizard, to give people an opportunity to speak to the artists that they like, or or whatnot.
Yeah.
So other than that, welcome once again. And now I want to ask you something. This is a mortician question.
Okay.
And honestly, it's because as a kid, I saw this growing up, and I don't know if this is true. So
Okay.
tell me if you saw this, or tell me if you've done this. Somebody's, in the body, okay? Maybe they're wearing, of course, they're wearing gloves. And then they'll stop, take the glove off, take a bite of their sandwich that's right by their body, and then continue working. Does that happen?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Okay.
There's some people who just get so used to. I've personally never done it.
Okay, that was my next question.
But no, no. To me, that's very, very like germophobic when it comes to that. But there is times where you forget, like if you walk into a certain part or section of the care center or whatever they call it. We just forget we're there, and we're just casually walking in, eating a burrito or a sandwich, and then we're like, oh shoot.
Oh, okay.
There's dead bodies in here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before we start taking calls, because we got to chop it up for a little bit. What have you been working on since the last time you were here? I know that we'll fill in the people. We'll start with this, and I also want to give a shout out to Darren Vegas, because we did some work with him. A lot of people may know or may not know that I'm co-producing your record,
Yes.
Your EP. Dominator has done some production. We've done some work at Darren, so I want to give people their credit. The last time I saw you, you were dropping vocals at Dom's house.
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, I know the story, but I'm not going to give it. How is this project coming along?
It's coming along better than I expected. I know a lot of people are like, why is it taking so long? I just feel like I really want to take my time with it.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to cater to it in a manner where I feel it's going to be something worthy of like releasing, because I want this album to last forever.
Right.
You know, and that's why I was very particular about choosing people to jump on the album.
Right.
Because I don't remember if I've ever explained this publicly. I can't recall, but one of my good friends, who is my ex-manager, DJ Alex G, he passed away from COVID last year.
Rest in peace.
And he was helping me produce and finish this album. And unfortunately, when we, you know, rekindled our friendship and started working together again, he got sick and passed away. And I think that was around the time I think I reached out to you about it a couple months before that.
Right.
And I was like, I want to get all of this together, but I'm going back to my point where I wanted to get certain people who I knew took pride in the things that they do.
Yeah.
So, and I feel very strong about you and your worth ethics, Dom and his worth ethics, and as well as Darren and his worth ethics. And then also another person who we'll talk about later on with him and his worth ethics as well, that I just feel like this album is coming out really good, and the decisions that I'm now making for myself are the right ones. Even though it's taking a little bit longer, but I'm happy with the result.
Right. I mean, you know, it's coming out so good, and I'm just going to kind of jump ahead a little bit, but we'll backtrack. It's coming out so good that one of the songs actually got picked up by a major label.
Yeah, it
okay.
did.
We'll get to that, but my thing is, everything that I've heard, I've been very, very happy with, because I've told you this in the past when we first started talking, because somebody kept putting me on to you. Oh, she's so talented. She's so dope. Okay. But all I heard was talkbox.
Right.
That's all I heard.
Yeah, that's what the majority, even till today, a lot of people know me for that. I think really the only peoples that don't know me for talkbox is like you, Dom, and Darren.
Right.
And Tony Butler.
Okay. And we'll get to Tony Butler in a minute and who he is. But I kept telling myself, and I told Dom when you had asked me, you know, would you co-produce my record? I had said, you know what? I would love to do a record, but I don't want no talk box. I don't want none. I actually want you, if people want to remember you for that, then that's cool. Can you still do it when you perform? Yes. But as a producer, I have to give it to you from the gut, you know, and there's a lot of times, to your manager, rest in peace, when you would tell me a lot of stuff that he would tell you, it was almost identical to some of the things that I would tell you, you know? So I knew I was on the right track, you know?
Yeah. I think that's why our chemistry in the studio is so good, as well as with Dom's and Darren's. Darren's from your era.
Right.
You know, he's worked with a group of people, you know, and I think that's why this project is coming along so great, with just a group of people who our chemistry is just incredible in the studio.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I liked everything that Dom does, you know, when I say Dom, DJ Dominator, who was just here on Calls with the Wizard as well.
DJ Crema.
Yeah. And that's an inside joke. Okay, but we'll give it later.
I'll tell the Crema story later.
Yeah. So what happened was, all the stuff that I was hearing, I like the way it's coming, because I think by the time that you come out with this record, nobody's going to believe it's you.
I believe that as well.
Nobody's going to believe it's you.
And I'm really shooting for that, you know, and I have high hopes for this album. And I know it's going to be something different for me. And it's actually like a personal goal of mine too. Like, I need to release some dope shit, lifetime music, an album that's going to last forever.
Yeah, because, I mean, today, like I said, we're living in an era where somebody creates a song today, it's got to be out tomorrow.
Yeah, I strongly believe that this album here, despite everything I've done in the past, I strongly believe that this album is going to erase my past, and this album is going to be my official debut.
I think so too. And I know people have to understand, you know, and we're not promoting it that it's going to be out this year. You know, we're not giving a date. But I think people have to understand that when you're creating something of what you just said, something of that magnitude where it's got to be a hit, it can't be a miss. You just can't do it within a month.
And there's been so many obstacles.
Yeah.
I was looking for the word. Thank you. Obstacles, coming along. And for example, with my friend Alex passing, he had a lot of my stems.
Yeah. Now explain what stems are for.
Stems are pretty much like, your drum track, your keyboard track, your bass track. He had a lot of my stuff that he was recreating for me.
Yeah.
And after he passed, I was never able to get it. We were like 4 or 5 tracks in already. So now I had to go back.
Start over.
And start all over again, or find, MP3s or files that I just miraculously had in my email or whatever, and tried to make it work, and it's like it's not the same.
Yeah, but you know what, we're creating something dope, and I've been pretty impressed, because I know when you're in the vocal room and Dom's recording, a lot of times I'm on my phone, and I remember at one point you had went downstairs for something, and Dom goes, "You don't really say much," and I said, "Because everything's running right, everything's going good. The time that I speak is when something's wrong."
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, and I remember I was vocal about that to you as well, because I was like, why aren't you telling me anything? Like, why aren't you saying anything? But it's because there's nothing to say.
Right.
And my friend Alex was like that too. Like, he wouldn't say anything. I'm like, dude, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Like, I need I need to hear that.
Right.
That it sounds good or that sounds bad. And he's just like, sounds good to me.
It's just that a lot of us, it's like, when I hear something wrong, then I'll tell you. It's like my boy Greg, Gritty Greg, shout out to him. When I would play him music, I wanted him so damn bad to bob his head, to get into it, to move his shoulders. I was like, come on, man, you got some soul. But he wouldn't. His eyes were just like, and I finally asked him, Greg, do you like my music? And here's what he told me this, and I never forgot. I don't gotta like your music. That was his voice. Yeah. And I was like, okay, then why are you here? I want to know, can I sell it? Who would it fit? Can I hear it on the radio? Can I see it in the club? Can I see it in the strip club?
Yeah.
Like all of these things, he's thinking, so he doesn't necessarily have to be like, hell yeah.
Yeah. And see, and that was my problem. And I remember we had discussed briefly about the song that got picked up by a major label.
Right.
Was my version, I'm very stubborn in my ways, and that.
Yeah.
As being my producer, like, like what I say, that's what I want it to sound like, and that's it, And that was where I was kind of fighting with myself, like, my version, I love my version, I don't want to get rid of it. But when I heard the other version, that the other producer, I said, I can hear it in a club. I can hear this mainstream now. He turned the record into something I would have never imagined it being.
Okay, without naming the song, because we're going to say that, let people know who this producer is, where is he from, what has he done, etc.
So the producer I'm talking about is Pretty Tony Butler.
Okay.
Pretty Tony is responsible for a lot of careers in the music industry, and also he's a platinum producer.
Right.
He's responsible for Debbie Deb.
Lookout Weekend, When I Hear Music.
Yeah, When I Hear Music.
Okay.
So the story behind that, I won't say too much, but, he discovered her. He literally walked into a record store, found her, took her back to the studio, recorded the hits we have today.
See, good producers have that ear. Some good producers can even pick up a girl or a guy that just has a good voice, and the guy can say, I don't know how to sing, don't worry about it, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, and I believe she was talking on the phone or something when he walked in, and he heard her and was like, yo, I need that for my record. Like he heard it.
Right.
And there's very few people that have that, and he had that ear. And me and Tony Butler were introduced by my friend Alex years ago. Years ago. And we spoke briefly, and this was around the time I was offered another deal. The other record deal that I ended up not taking.
Right.
Before High Power. And then I can't remember why. We just never kept in contact after that. We just never spoke again until recently. I reached out to him a little after my friend had passed, and tapped in with him, checked in with him, and talked to some mutual friends, and then we ended up exchanging information. He ended up hearing my music. I send him my stuff like, hey, can it, listen to this. This is what I've been doing.
Well, see, that's the important part about keeping good relationships with people, because there's been people that, like, I've been friends with for years, and maybe I didn't talk to them until the last 10 years, but I can call them up and pick up right where we left off. Okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of people may not know. I know, as far as Tony Butler, Pretty Tony, one of the biggest songs, well, at least for me, being a DJ, Jam the Box, that came out of
Jam the Box.
in the 80s. He produced songs, Trinier. Okay, so he did a lot of great music. And,
He recently just hit Billboard with Chris Brown and City Girls.
Okay.
With Good Love by Chris Brown and City Girls, and they actually got nominated for, I believe it was the best music video. So, to me, my thing is like, a lot of people like to talk, like this dude got platinum records,
right.
And for this whole time, all these years, I was wondering, like, what have you been doing? You know, like,
right.
Was your last platinum record? You know,
right.
Like you're like, no, he's been doing it. You know, like, I think it's that song by Flo Rida, like, oh hot damn, this is my jam. That's a remix to Jam the Box.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he's been behind a lot of stuff, like all these.
And
years
he produced that one song. Okay, so this is somebody that's just not from the past. He's still active in this production game.
Mm-hmm. He's one of those, what I like to call those silent giants.
Okay, so now he hears your song, one of the songs that we had done for your EP, and he wants to pick it up.
We argued about it, and he's probably watching right now too. Me and Tony Tony Butler argued about it for a little bit because I was like, no, it's, I want it for my album, I want it for my single. And he's like, oh, okay, and then we bumped heads a little bit, and then
But he made you a deal you couldn't refuse.
Yeah, he did. Ultimately, he did, and then we kind of hashed it out. We started our friendship with not, I don't want to say an argument, but just like bumping heads, getting to know each other, which was really good because we were both saying like, hey, we're going to laugh about this years from now and be like, you remember when we were, talking about this?
Exactly.
But he was telling me, he's like, that's how good stories are made. And I have to agree.
Yeah. So much love, much respect to Tony Butler. Hopefully any word or possibility when that song is going to come out, because you did tell me that there is actually going to be a video for it as well, right?
I believe so, yes. And the song is called Diamond Rings and Finer Things. It's,
so he renamed it?
Yeah, he did, because there's actually another artist featured on it, and his artist that he's putting out, TPM. So it's Genesis. I'm no longer Magic Girl.
Okay.
So my name is Genesis now. And Genesis and TPM, Diamond Rings and Finer Things, and I'll keep you guys posted on a release date. I'm just waiting on him to, get everything settled, the paperwork and all that, and us to release a date for that.
Well, why the release of the name Magic Girl?
It got to go. It got to go.
Okay. Well, did you guys put on the live chat her new Instagram? Okay. The reason why I'm announcing that is because your last page got deleted at 54,000?
54K. Yeah.
54,000. You've had that page for how many years?
I want to say since Instagram started.
Okay, since Instagram, I don't even know how long. But yeah, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared,
Google
right?
it.
Yeah. So then you came up with this new page. So now, so everybody once again follow her there, and then we'll get into eventually what we're going to be talking about as far as your YouTube page. Put her YouTube page up there, and there's a reason why we're putting that up there. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about, because you do run your own printing company. Mm-hmm. Okay. Talk a little bit about that.
So, for those of you who know about the printing business, some people start with pre-cut machines and other people start with screen printing. I was spoiled and jumped right into DTG.
Okay, explain what that is.
So it's direct-to-garment printing. So we offer everything. We do direct-to-garment printing, screen printing, embroidery. We also do vinyl if you want to do vinyl, if you want to be cheap. But I don't recommend it. So I do direct-to-garment printing. I do designing and decals and designs and stuff like that. And I also do custom brands. And I'm actually doing clothing for some of the Nike outlets around in my city. So I got big companies hitting me up for wholesale orders, as well as local fire departments.
So do you just do shirts, or kind of give us what else you do?
We do T-shirts, jackets, bomber jackets, sweats, pants, and we also do shoes. As far as I know, and there's nobody else who's ever fought me for this, I can do full color prints on Chuck Taylors. So I can take a picture of you right now, pop it in the printer, and print it on the shoe and have that ready for you in 30 minutes.
Well, what if I had my Dallas Cowboys logo, and I took you some white Converse? Can you be able to, some high top Converse? Would you would have put the Cowboys on there?
Yeah, We put
Really?
whatever you want.
All right.
Whatever you want.
All right. That'll
On a
work.
hat, on a shirt, on some chonies, whatever.
What about a picture of Norbert right there with the Converse sticker
Yeah.
supposed to go? Okay. All right, that's dope. So now how can they reach you for that? Just DM you?
Yeah, you guys can DM me. Our website is done right now because we're actually doing a rebranding because it was under Lowrider Life magazine, but I decided to do another big step and make it just a little bit more universal and change the name of the company, and then we're just gonna jump into that.
Okay. Okay, so direct to garment is actual digital printing.
Digital printing, yeah. So
Okay.
we instead of like people doing like a process, we put the shirt on a pallet, on a plate, plastic plate, and it literally it's like a giant printer you would have at your house, and it just goes sprays that shit on, and then just heat press
That
it.
shit is
It's
dope.
done.
And do you do a lot of that yourself? Like,
Yeah, I probably do. I bust out maybe 200 shirts in a day.
so you run that yourself?
Yeah, I just
don't
pop
believe
my
it.
headphones on and just let it go.
Damn. All right, that's cool. Now you also do DJing because I see that
Yeah.
you say, oh, dates are running out fast. Have you always done that, or
I've always done it. I just never promoted myself for it. As weird as that sounds, because I've always been like, I don't know, magic girl. You know, I guess only my close friends and their friends' friends and their friends' friends
Right.
would book me to do like weddings and DJ parties and stuff
Right.
like that. And then I was like, wait, this is another way of, bringing some income. Like, why not?
You know, and I like that because, you know what, there's a lot of rappers that like to show fake money on Instagram. And the thing is that if that is real money, that money is not coming from rap. It's not coming from rap sales. Let me be more specific. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Okay. So what I like what you're doing is that you're just not sticking to just rap. You have so many different outlets to make money.
Yeah, you have to, because I honestly believe that's the only way to survive right now in the industry. Unless you get picked up by bigger deals and
Right.
make some good money, because the reality of it is that people aren't paying you out tons of money in royalties no more.
No.
Like they're paying you like 0.2 point something per penny or some shit like that.
Right.
And it's like very little. So I know when people say, "Oh, I got 1 million views, I'm getting paid." Like, no, you're not, fool. You got like $5.
That's it.
If that.
Let's
It's probably
just be
like
honest, the way it is.
$4.39 or something like that.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
let's just be honest because the
YouTube views, te la paso. Because YouTube monetizes differently. But if you're talking Spotify,
although
iCloud or whatever, the streaming, like, no, bro, you're getting pennies per play.
it's like a third of a penny that you're getting per stream. Like you ain't getting nothing. And the thing is,
You a liar.
yeah, that's the sad truth. It is. I mean, it's fucked up, but my thing is this, okay? Let's talk just a little bit about that. Who determines how much you get? Like, for example, say I'm Spotify.
Right.
What gives me the right to say, for your one song that we play, that somebody listens to, I'm going to give you a third of a penny? So who gets the other 99 point,
Right. Everybody and their other mamas who has their hand in the pot.
Yeah, like I don't get that. So when people say I'm on all platforms, go download it, go listen. Really, what you're saying,
fool.
you're giving me pennies.
Yeah, you're better off just printing your own stuff, put it in a backpack, and go to the swap meet.
You're better out there. You get all your money. Okay.
I'm a swap meet, baby. Like, I don't care. Like, my thing is I don't have to, and I'm very blessed that I don't have to.
Right.
But I did a lot of footwork before I was able to have the luxury of just posting on social media,
Right.
just posting on YouTube, My thing, and I've always told you this, my thing is that could you still be relevant if social media disappeared tomorrow? You can. You have history. People know you in the streets.
Yeah.
People know who you are, and I know I can. I can't go to the store without getting recognized, like I rarely leave the house because of that, and I have, it's truly a blessing to be loved by the public that way,
Yeah.
in that manner. But there's a lot of artists here who have it backwards.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be promoting. They want to be spotted. They want to throw a music video out every 3 days. Like, dude, stop that. You're burning yourself out.
You're burning yourself
because
out.
by the time, let's say you have a dope record, right? And by the time a major label picks you up, they're gonna go Google you and see that you've done tons of features with all kinds of artists, and like, okay, you did all this, but like, where's your views? It's all a popularity contest now.
Okay, there's people that just drop single, EP. Single, or feature. Some people got more features than they got their own songs out. Okay, now let's try to make sense of this. Does Dr. Dre do that?
No.
Does Snoop do that?
No.
No, he don't drop single.
No.
No, he doesn't. Okay, does Kanye do that? Kanye drops albums.
He drops albums, yeah.
Okay, Cypress Hill doesn't do that. You look at groups that have made it. Does
Right.
LL do that?
No.
Busta Rhymes doesn't do that.
No. It's not of your generation to do that. This is a my generation thing.
So, but is that a good thing?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't, because I think differently. I was mentored by people of your generation.
Yeah.
I've never, honestly, I've never had anybody of my generation try to spit game at me. This is how the industry goes. Do this, do that. They've always hated on me. The ones that have embraced me with open arms,
Right.
and took me to places that I never thought I would ever be, have been people of your generation.
You know, I had a guy here. I think his music's really fucking dope. I'm gonna be real with you. He gives me his album here, and I go, man, your fucking album's dope. About 2 weeks later, I'm still bumping it. I'm still bumping that CD that he gave me, okay? So I call him up just to tell him, man, your shit is dope. Oh, man, wait till you hear my new EP. Your new EP? Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. This one just came out 2 weeks ago, bro.
Yeah, let your album play out.
Let it fucking breathe. So he gives it to me. He did have some bangers on it. 2 weeks later, yeah, I'm dropping another EP. And I finally told him, bro, stop. He goes, why? I go, let me miss you, please.
Yeah.
Let me miss you.
Yeah, that part.
There's a lot of fans out there that don't miss these artists anymore.
No, they make themselves too accessible in a sense.
Yes. If anything, it's kind of like that meme where that guy's texting that girl and he says, hey, I did a new song. And she's like, fuck, okay, send the link.
Yeah, send the link.
You know, that's run these views up, everybody.
Yeah.
Run it up.
Run it up.
Stop.
Send it to all your baby daddies.
You know, look, and I know that a lot of you guys, and it's the truth, I know, pay for subscribers and pay for views. You don't get monetized off of that.
No, you don't. And you know what YouTube does? I'm not going to say no names, but...
Go ahead. Don't say the names, but go ahead.
I'm not, I promise. There was this person that I worked with. And he would always brag to me about his numbers on YouTube. Like, my numbers. And then I started noticing that when he uploaded one of my videos to his platform, at the end of the month, my fucking views disappeared.
Really?
They disappeared. It went from 24,000 to 18,000. And I was wondering why. Like, how in the heck do views get subtracted? You know? And then I ended up finding out by somebody else that YouTube does this thing. If the video is just if it's just clicked on, it has to be played for a certain amount of time for it to qualify for monetization.
Right.
Or for it to qualify as a view.
Yeah.
So what they do, those paid views are all the views that were subtracted. So this dude was paying for all these YouTube views, and I was over here excited like a retard, just thinking I was doing something. I'm like, okay, now I got to work harder because somebody was cheating me out of my own, in a sense. I feel like that's cheating. Like if you're buying followers, you're buying views on YouTube, to me, you're cheating. Like you're really not relevant. Right. I have pages that are 100% organic.
Yeah.
And people who have been following me for years know that I have tons of freaking Instagram accounts stacked with 9 or 10K followers. And I just learned the pattern. I learned the system.
Right.
And all of my pages and all of my following, it's completely organic. So if I could do it on multiple pages, you could do it promoting yourself on Instagram. You just have to find your audience because there's an audience for everything on Instagram.
Yes.
Because money and your fans is truly at the tip of your fingers now.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to say something, and I've never said this before, but because I met the creator of this page, I have his blessing. OG Pamps, I want to give a shout out to OG Pamps. He's the one that started Latin Beast.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Okay.
I think... I remember, I don't know if he was running it or somebody else was running it, but they helped me upload my very first music video. I think it was Roger Lean before Latin Beast blew up.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, okay? Yeah. You get hundreds of thousands of views, okay? And I don't have a problem with that, okay? And nobody should have a problem with that because they built it organically and, people ask them, hey, what can you play my video on there? Now, here's my thing. Say I'm a rapper, and my name is Tony Baloney, okay? And I paint my hair green, and I wear skinny jeans, and I show off my my chest on videos, and I make up nursery rhymes, okay?
Yeah.
So
My
now,
name is Tony, and I'm here to say.
yeah. So what happens is I give it to Land Beast. Now let's just say within the course of 6 months, I got 1 million views. Now I'm on Instagram bragging my ass off. I got 1 million views, motherfucker. Where are your views? You know what I say to a person like that? And this is not a put down. This is to encourage you to start your own platform and see how many views you can get.
Yeah.
Not on somebody else's platform, but how many views can you get? Don't go around bragging about somebody else's subscribers.
Then that's a big thing for me. It's like, I'm not going to say I can't stand, because that would be I would come off wrong, and it's not coming off the way that I want it to come off. I can't vibe with somebody who has to name drop to make themselves relevant in my presence.
Right.
Or make me feel like I have to respect them in a certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I work with Chris Brown and did this, and like, okay, that's cool, but what did you do? What are you doing by yourself?
Right.
How much weight are you pulling?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's impressive. I look at that like, cool. Let's, sugarcoat you however you want. That's dope.
Right.
You're flossing yourself up in a beautiful manner. I'm not taking nothing away from you.
Right.
But my thing is, be the person that when you walk into a room, you're taking that attention like, oh, shoot.
Right.
They've arrived. Not where you got to walk into a room and tell everybody, hey, hey, it's me. I worked with so-and-so and so-and-so. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly. How much did you pay them? Okay, let me give you another example. This one idiot had the balls enough to say this to me. Not only did he beg me for an interview, because he did, okay, and I give him an interview. I think he only pulled in like 6,000 views on my channel. Keep in mind, these are the type of artists that I like to interview, because at the moment, let's just give him this title where people call him, he's a nobody.
right.
Okay, just like every other artist that's made it today, I'm sure one day, not too long ago, Kanye was a nobody. Look who he is now. Snoop at one point was a nobody, okay? So I like to interview these people that are not there yet. So this guy had the balls enough to DM me and said, hey, man, I only got 6,000 views, and I went on No Jumper, and I got 44,000 views, okay? That's what he told me. And I said, well, that's good for you. But keep in mind, I only have 40,000 subscribers. They have over 2 million. 2 million times 44, that's not even 1% of their viewers, you idiot.
Yeah, it's not.
So he just left me on red.
Yeah. I look at all that. Like, the number, if your numbers don't make sense, then don't talk to me.
Exactly. So believe me, I'm not one that's going to stay quiet if you're going to DM me. So, and that day I had time.
And it's not that. It's not, and I think I can answer for both of us. It's not that we think we're better than anybody. It's just that there's certain things that don't make sense.
It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, last thing before we go to, we got some super chats? Yes. Okay. Before we go to super chats and then we take calls, okay, podcast, make sure her YouTube is up there. Now, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe, because I know starting next year,
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's going to be January, February, but you're going to be starting up your own podcast. So, talk a little bit about that. What made you decide to start up your own podcast?
You're 10% responsible for that. And everything else is like, I think it's just time, I think a lot of it had to be your encouragement as well. And I appreciate you always looking for new ways for me to expand my career. And I've seen you do that with multiple artists, not just me. So I truly do appreciate that from you, that you always tried to help everybody out. And I think it's just it's the next thing I should do. I did podcasting years ago.
Yeah, see, now that's one thing that a lot of people don't know. And that was actually even before Roadium Radio.
Yeah, it was before Roadium
Okay.
Radio. And this is when my buddy Alex was like, hey, you're going to do a podcast with my friend Bernard. And shout out to Bernard, EVP, and Darlene. It was called The Blue Zone Show.
Okay.
And I remember he's like, you're gonna do a podcast. I was like, what's podcasting, fool? He's like, you don't know what a podcast is? And I was like, no, isn't it that thing where they just talk for hours and you listen to it? Like, that's boring.
Like it was just audio.
Yeah, like it was just audio. He's like, no. He's like, no, that's not that. He's like, we're going to go live on Twitch. It's going to be the next big thing. He's like, I know what I'm telling you. Just get your feet wet. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'll try it. So I ended up doing a couple shows, and it went really good. Like, I had tons of fun doing it.
And this was on Twitch, not on YouTube.
Yeah, not on YouTube. We were doing Twitch because YouTube was they were doing the monetization.
They would either mute the music or not allow you to keep monetization when you play somebody else's music.
Correct. And that took the whole purpose of the show, because the Blue Zone show was pretty much to, how would I say, another word for exploit. My brain just went blank right now. But just to promote DJs.
Right.
So he would ask DJs to come in, and they would spin a set, and then we would interview the DJ after, take phone calls, and we even had a prank call segment that I did where
Right.
people would message us during the week and send me, their husband's number or their wife's number, and we would call and make prank calls like, hey, your
Right.
your man's cheating on you, kind of stuff. Like,
Right.
It was super fun. Like, I had so much fun doing it.
That's dope. So now you have somewhat of an experience. So now you'll be doing what type of talent will you be interviewing?
Everything.
Everything from different genres?
Yeah, different genres of music. I want to interview people who want exposure. Not saying that I'm like the biggest platform and that, tons of people watch me, but I truly believe that a lot of the times when we do certain things, like it's a hit or miss, you never know.
Yeah.
Somebody can be here and blow up tomorrow. Somebody can be on my podcast and blow up tomorrow. Like, it just all varies. So I want to interview anybody who wants promotion. Like,
Okay. And I know you had mentioned that you're even going to do some in Spanish.
yes, that's
Okay.
gonna be something special that I want to do, where I'm gonna start interviewing people from the Spanish industry, like my dad's friend, because my dad used to tour.
Yeah.
And so I'll bring in my dad's friends, people from like Brindis and Industria,
Okay.
bands like that, or engineer people who work in the Spanish industry, and do at least one podcast a week of a complete episode in Spanish.
Okay. So you have your YouTube page. I know it's up on the description as well, along with your Instagram. But also we put it on the live chat so people can just go to it right now and subscribe. So be looking forward to that in a couple of months, either January or February. I know you were telling me you're just barely getting everything together, your computer, your cameras,
Yeah.
and everything. And I encourage you that if you're going to do your podcasting, make sure you make it look very, very professional. Now, I know there's people that just use laptops, that use whatever they have, and that's not a problem. But I think people would like to tune in, like, for an example, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I have people that hit me up and tell me, I like your whole fucking setup, bro. When I come here, it's like a little fucking museum. I love it because I've watched you for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's something that people actually want to come to. So now, I think the importance about podcasting, I think it will keep your name out there. It'll keep your name relevant. It'll keep you in the public's eye continuously. You're constantly promoting yourself,
Yeah.
and it goes along with what I say. Promote yourself until it pays off.
Yeah.
If you're recognizable now in your hometown, can you imagine how much more?
Yeah, and it's so weird how social media works, because I'm not gonna say I wasn't recognized in my hometown, because I got a lot of love in my hometown, but I got a lot of love from the people who were relevant in my hometown. It was the local major radio stations that were putting me on, that they were giving me shots and opportunity, something that a lot of stations don't do for local artists. They don't do that. And I was fortunate enough to have those friends that would put me on these shows and promote me on the radio, and I was doing radio drops and all that stuff. So when I started, promoting myself on social media, I didn't realize that I was building a following everywhere else. Like, the majority, I send a lot of packages with like Madrigal t-shirts to Australia, to Europe, to the UK, to Alaska. Like, we send them worldwide, to Mexico. And I have a huge fan base in Mexico, and that's why I really, really want to push doing some of my podcast episodes in Spanish, and also with rappers who are fluent in Spanish,
Right.
do it for the Mexican audience, for my Mexican audience, people in Mexico, because I
Right.
haven't catered to them in so long.
And people in Latin America,
Latin America. And what's funny is that my buddy Kenny, shout out to my buddy Kenny, AMP Music and For the Win Music. He's the guy that I do all my Netflix stuff with.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was so weird because I remember when our records started getting picked up by these, series and stuff like
Yes.
that. I was getting these weird messages, and he was getting weird messages from like people in like Russia and different languages that would message us and be like, "Can you please send your lyrics because I want to translate them in my language so I know what you're saying." And they would want to learn my songs like that, and we would both be tripping like,
Right.
"This is dope! Like, what the
Right.
heck?"
Now, can you imagine now how much more? Now, I'm not a rapper, obviously, and I'm not a singer. But you being a singer and a rapper, if you will, you do both. How much more would your podcast do in other states and other countries? Because now you're promoting yourself. You're getting it out there. We're using technology now, when before, like I can't call up Power 106 or KD and say I want to be on there.
Right.
I can't. So you know what we do? We build our own.
Yeah, build your own.
We build our own, and we promote ourselves, and then that's how you get your name out. So,
Yeah.
okay, so we should be looking forward to that January or February, somewhere
Yeah,
around
January, February, I'm hoping.
Okay.
The soonest. And then
there. Let me say this: all you guys that are up and coming, even if you're not up and coming, and if you do want to get booked, hit her up now.
yeah.
Hit
me
her
up,
up
man.
now, because she's going to start doing her calendar, okay? I don't know if it's going to be once a week, twice a week, but I started once a week. And then when I realized that I had all my Wednesdays booked for 6 months, I'm thinking, fuck, I'm not going to see that guy for 6 months.
6 months.
So I started doing Sundays, and I started scooting them down, So it's going to get like that. But a lot of you artists, hit her up now, DM her, follow her there, follow her on her YouTube. Hit her up for that interview. Honestly, the more exposure for yourself, the better. So think about it like that.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna want to be on my podcast.
Definitely.
I'm calling all you podcasters out. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to the super chats, and then we'll eventually take calls. So let me see. Okay, let me know when I'm connected, you guys. I should be getting connected soon.
Okay, Anthony Brito dropped $20. He said, "Sup, Magic Girl," from Tone661. Also, thanks, Tony, for the birthday shout out.
You got it?
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he bought some merch off me, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a really big supporter. Thank you.
Okay, Anonymous Food dropped $20. He said, "Magic Girl, would you ever do a song with J-Rocks?"
That would be dope. I think that would be a dope collaboration. But as of right now, I'm not doing features with any artist. I'm just focusing on myself right now, and really trying to cater to my music. Like I've done so much stuff for other artists in the past years that I didn't pay attention to myself.
Yeah, that's
And
important.
I didn't realize that I was wasting so much time building everybody else's careers. Well, when I needed help, they were just like, whatever. So it was about time right now where I need to focus on myself. And I think, after the album, it'll be something that I consider start reaching out to certain artists to do features. And she's one of the artists that I
Yeah,
would consider doing a
that'll
feature
work.
with. But as of right now, I'm just not going to do features with anybody anytime soon until my album's done.
Okay, Robert RDS dropped $2. And Anonymous Food dropped another $20. He said, "Genesis, what is your favorite kind of Lolo?"
I'd have to say a 6'4" Impala. I like, yeah. That's my favorite. As everybody's like, it's so universal. Everybody says that, but like it really is.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, and that's it. We're done.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's just...
Put up the number.
Huh? Okay, yeah, go ahead and put up the number. Let me go ahead. I read a funny comment. Somebody said, hold on, let me see. This is, I guess, Fred Sandoval. Tony be shopping at Marvelous's closet. That's funny. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Put this down right here. Then, let me open up these phone lines. Okay, anybody want to call? Make a call. I always say, if you got the balls, make the calls.
Yeah.
But let it be pertaining to music, please.
And don't be all shy, because you guys be hella talking to me on the chat.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, Tony? What's up, Magic Girl? It's the Snowman from San Pedro.
It's the
What's up,
snowman.
Snowman?
What's good, brother?
Hey, how's it going? Nah, I just wanted to share. So there's a clip going around of Millionaire, and he said the way that he got out of his contract with Universal was he threatened the label, saying that he was going to teach other artists how to do an audit if they didn't let him out of that deal. And I think that, like, when we go through stuff, the ups and downs of life, that makes us who we are. Do you, Magic Girl, feel like a responsibility when you meet, like, a new artist or somebody that's new to the game to kind of, like, just give them game? Or do you just let them do their own thing?
No, you know what? I definitely feel like it's a big responsibility for me, especially with all of my experiences. But I will say that I am very careful and mindful of who I, give that advice to, because there's some people who listen and there's other people who just don't want to listen. So if I feel, there's been certain artists that call me and reach out to me like, hey, I have a question about my licensing. How do you distribute? What's writers? What's this? What's the percentage? They call and ask me like, hey, is this worth it? And I truly, just give them my advice. Like, hey, this is my advice. This is my experience, what I went through it. This is probably not your situation, but just use this information how you can and just move forward. But I definitely do feel like it is our responsibility, especially those who are established in the industry, to spit game at younger artists, And I've been blessed to be mentored by a lot of the greats in the industry. And I've learned a lot from people who have paved the way for what music and hip hop is today. I've had people that have called me. I've had people who have got me out of legal contracts, legal deals, and stuff like that. All the legal terminology and all that stuff like that. They put me on game with that. So with all of that information, I truly do like to spread my knowledge to other artists, and I feel like, because I've been through it and I went through it, that it is a responsibility to pass that knowledge on to the next artist.
Absolutely, bro. Hey, Snowman, thank you. That was a good question, bro.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, because, there's a job somewhere. I'm sure somebody at some label's making a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, they
So
don't want you to find out the facts, you know
that.
what I'm saying? So, but, it is what it is. At the end of the day, business is business. You just got to do what's best for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Thank you, bro.
You too. Thanks for calling.
Okay, you guys, let's keep it pushing. Let's get another caller in here. But you know what? I like that question. I truly believe, because there's a lot of people that won't do it. Mm-hmm. So, caller, your name and where you calling from?
April Torres, Bakersfield, California.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, God.
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
I am not God.
Thanks for calling. What's your question?
I was curious who your best friend is.
Her name is Jamie Lynn. Her name
Is she like part of your fan club?
Yeah, she is. She walks around with a Magic Girl T-shirt and a G-string at pool parties sometimes.
Oh, shit.
She sounds hot.
That's dope. You have a question?
Oh,
All right, I was stalking you. I just wanted to pop in and say hi to you guys.
No, thanks for calling in. This is Jamie Lynn, everybody. Her name is April Torres.
Oh, good.
I just put you on blast on everybody.
Thank you.
No, thanks for calling in, and I love you. Bye.
I love you.
Ah, shit, I hung up. All right, cool. All right. Now, was she one of your fellow workers?
Yeah, me and actually, weird story about me and Jamie. We actually became best friends working at the mortuary. Her first day in her position.
Call her your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Shazzy from Houston, Texas.
What's up, Shazzy? How you doing?
Hey, Shazzy.
Yeah, I'm better,
How
you doing, hon?
I'm good.
Good. Okay, so I have two questions. My first question is for you, Genesis.
Okay.
Are at least some of your songs on this album going to be in Espanol? Maybe?
Actually,
or they will all be in English?
No, they'll actually all be in English. But what a lot of people don't know is actually I do have Spanish records out. There's Spanish. I did a lot of work for a Latin hip hop trap album. That was a lot of the music on that was got Netflix placements and movie placements. You can find that music on my YouTube page. If you follow my YouTube page, FOREVERXXGENESIS, you can find a lot of my Spanish music on there. But as far as this album, no, I think it's all English, right,
It's all
Tony?
English as of
Yeah,
right
it's all
now, yeah.
it's all English. Yeah.
But you will eventually, I would like to eventually, like, if you will, translate and make like a remix, if you will, of some Spanish stuff
Yeah,
from the stuff.
Yeah, that was actually an idea that you remember I had expressed to you too, that I want to do, that I do want to translate some songs into Spanish records and see where they go.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the second question that I have is, this is actually a question for both of y'all.
Okay.
What do you think of artists who use pre-recorded tracks at a live show? So it's a live performance, but they're actually performing over a pre-recorded track. I mean, do you think it's a good thing to do? Do you think it's necessary, or what are your thoughts on it? Because I've been at a few live events in my city in Houston, and it's pretty horrible to me for people to be saying that they are a live performer, but they're using a pre-recorded track. I just wanted to know what y'all thought about it.
Okay, Shazzy, really quick, just so that I can define pre-recorded. So it'll be like me playing, say I'm DJ Quick and I'm playing one of my songs, but I'm really rapping over or just lip syncing over my lyrics.
You are rapping over your song. So the song is already playing by the DJ and you are essentially rapping over it.
Right.
So what I hear as a fan at a show is you basically rapping over your song.
Yeah, you know what?
That's what I mean.
It sucks, but there's a lot of rappers that do that, and I'm gonna tell you who got caught doing that a lot was Mariah Carey, out of all people.
Mm-hmm. She still does that today, I think.
You know, so they do that. Look, if I want to bump your fucking CD, I'll bump your CD.
Yeah.
But when I go pay my hard-earned money to go see your ass perform, don't play your fucking CD at a concert.
I do want to jump to her defense, though. Okay? And this is not like a hard defense, but this is just a logical
Okay, go
thing,
ahead.
okay? It's not a secret. Everybody knows she does it.
Right.
But I do feel that people need to understand that Mariah Carey has been singing shows almost daily, weekly for all these years. We're all human. Her voice, her throat has to be shot out. Her voice is definitely different than what it was back then. It doesn't excuse,
Right on.
using it, but I do feel that certain artists do deserve a little slack because they truly do try to give you that, oh my God, performance, and they just physically can't no more. But if you're a new artist and you're doing that, like, stop doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're whack.
But look, here's my thing. When you have to take into consideration, say, again, I'll just use, let's just say a Whitney Houston, a Mariah Carey, what's her name, Beyonce. If I'm her manager, I'm not going to be booking her every fucking week to blow out her voice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so there has to be show, every so often where you don't blow out your voice, because people do go to see and feel that experience.
They do.
So, okay, but I understand what you're saying when it comes to those type of artists. Now, when it comes to these guys, they got 10 minutes, 15-minute sets.
Yeah, no.
You're without excuse. And if I was a promoter and I saw you do that, it's a wrap for you,
Yeah,
homie.
if your career ain't at least 15 to 20 years or longer, like, don't do it.
Well, see, the thing is this, that, when you're up on stage, you're giving that energy, and that's what people want to feel.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Shazzy, that's my answer. To me, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank y'all so much.
All good. Thank you. She always has a lot of good questions, and I appreciate her calling
She
in.
does. She's like she has so much knowledge of
Yeah.
everything. Like, I love her. Like,
Let's
I really
go.
do.
Call her your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, this is another shameless plug. Miguelito's Tattoos on Instagram.
What's up, my bro?
Hey, what's up, Tony A? What's up, Magic Girl?
What's up?
Hey, you know what? Every time you give your shameless plugs, bro, do you at least get followers?
Nah, I haven't. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't yet.
Go
But
ahead.
hey, you know, it's worth the try, you know?
Hey, you gotta try.
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. All right. Hey, first of all, hey, your hair looks really, really nice, Magic Girl.
Thank you.
And and I was also gonna say, if you're down to do a freestyle for us right here on Roadium Radio.
Oh no, I'm not a rapper. I'm a writer. I always tell everybody that.
So
All right. It's cool. I just wanted to throw it out there, you know.
Are you gonna bust
Hey,
one
I'm
though?
glad for your honesty. That what?
So are you gonna bust one though? I mean, you called ready, right?
I mean, I can bust one up too.
go ahead, bust
all right,
one,
let's
man.
go.
Give us a 16 bars.
All right. Here goes.
Okay, you guys. If it's good, put a flame. If it's trash, put a trash can. Let's go.
All right, since I called out Magic Girl, you know, I have to fucking throw some good. All right, here goes. Miguelitos tattoos out here rolling on radio, putting it down on the spot. But guess what? I'm gonna let everybody know that I got a lot to fucking put out. And if I don't, then you guys are gonna see that I'm gonna fucking flop. But I'm gonna get down and show Magic Girl that I know how to get down on this gangster rap, so I can make these vatos clap and throw some motherfucking fire flames on the live chat. Because everybody know
Ooh.
it's Miguelitos tattoos
Hey,
and throwing it out on the spot.
Hey.
let's go. Let's go. Give him a hand clap and I got him.
Wow. That's it. Tap
Okay.
out.
And with
Tap
that,
out.
Thank you,
and with
bro.
that being said, I'm out.
All right, brother.
He dropped the phone.
He dropped the phone. Yeah. All good. Let's keep it pushing. Let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
David Santa Maria.
What's good, brother? You got a question?
Yeah, is this the Magic Girl hotline?
This is the Magic Girl
This is the
Hotline.
Magic Girl Hotline. How may I help you?
How are you doing, Magic?
I am well. How are you?
Very well. So I have a question for the both of you.
Okay.
When are you guys going to, I don't know if you have a Magic, but, you know, possibly put out a P.O. box? That way, you know, us fans can send you guys some stuff, gifts and memorabilia.
I need to set my P.O. box up again. I will have that in my description here soon because my best friend still receives like boxes of stuff at like random boxes at my old job because before anybody knew I was a mortician, somebody found out I worked there and I was just started getting a bunch of fan mail there. Like it was weird, but it was the dopest thing. And you know what I think it was is because I was interacting with so many families and so many people that people like, oh, well, she works at the mortuary. She works over, you know what I'm saying? So like word was getting around, but I got to set that up.
Yeah. Well, me, I don't have a P.O. box, but I do have a address that I usually get people to send me stuff and then I'll go pick it up. You know, so it's kind of like the homie's crib. So, so you can hit me up on Instagram and I'll send you that address and you can just send it directly to me. So.
Yeah, because that'll be great. You know, I know we're in the digital age and P.O. box a little old fashioned, but you'd be surprised, like Magic Girl said, how much us fans want to send you guys stuff.
Yeah.
All good, bro. Thank you.
So thanks again, Tony.
Yes, sir. I greatly appreciate that, man.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's keep it pushing. You know, and I still get stuff. And I don't even push it, but people just send me stuff.
Yeah, you get random packages. Like Jamie pops up at my house like, here, somebody left you this. I'm like, cool, what is it? Somebody sent me Pop-Tarts one time.
Your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, is this Magic Girl and Tony A?
No, this Tony A and Magic Girl. Yeah, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, I've called in before in other episodes. My name is Spencer, and I'm calling from Sacramento. I just have a question for Magic Girl.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, what's your question?
My question is, I know you're starting a podcast soon, but if so, would you interview this rapper? He's a rapper from Bakersfield. I kind of know him. His name's Tony G.
Oh, I've heard of Tony G. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we met at a car show a couple years ago. I don't know if he's doing music still or not, but it's definitely going to be an open platform. We're gonna be doing I'm gonna be setting up an email where people can send their submissions to be on the show, and somebody will reach out to you in an orderly fashion.
Yeah, I think that'll be dope, man. Now
We're not talking about the same. Just to let you.
Go ahead.
Before I go, just to let you know, Tony is still doing music.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate that. So make sure when you do.
All right. Have a good night.
Okay. Thank you. I think it'll be dope for you to have that email ready, post it up, and then to people contact you there. So, call her your name and where you calling from.
Rich, Long Beach.
I can barely hear you, bro.
Oh, Richard from Long Beach.
Richard from Long Beach. What's good, brother? Your phone just sounds really
What's up,
muffled.
Tony?
What's up, brother?
Turn the Wi-Fi off.
Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, nah. Hey, what's up, Magic Girl?
Hey, how are you?
Very good. What's up?
I'm good, thank you.
Got a question. Very good. So, man, there was a while back on your Instagram, you had a song. It was on the Talk Box where you were rapping in Spanish. It was like a video, but not a like actual video.
I remember.
Kind of like footage.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, what's the name of that song? Can we find it?
Actually, that song is not out yet. Oh, you know what I did is I remixed a Zap record. I Wanna Be Your Man.
Okay.
I remixed it in Spanish and I dropped it as a clip and it went viral on my last page.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of people have been wanting me to drop that record, and I might put it out just to put it out because a lot of people love it. But because I'm very close to Zap and the Troutman family, I don't want to like.
Well, you don't want to step on anybody's toes.
I don't want to be
permission.
stealing music without permission. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. So I just did it for fun on something on Instagram, but it's definitely something that I'll take into consideration.
Yeah, that shit was fire. I felt like trying to look for it all over YouTube and everything, but never came across it. So
I have people hitting me up for that song till this day. Yeah, but hopefully soon. Fingers crossed. Hopefully soon.
All right, for sure. Thanks. Hey, you have a good night. You too, Tony.
All right, brother. You
too.
too. Okay, let's go. Wow, you know what? I never even heard of it until you said. But is it kind of old?
Yeah, I did this like.
Call her your name and where you calling from. I know who this is.
The box.
What's up, Tony A? What's up, Magic Girl?
What's up?
My favorite artist in the world right now. It's been a long time. Been trying to get hold of you forever.
Oh, this is hold on. You're the guy from Florida, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Remind me your name, please.
Yeah. My real name is Pablo, but my rap name is the Rapper Criminal. Criminal P.
Oh, okay. I remember you.
Yeah.
What's up? How are you?
Hey, you know what, bro?
Yeah,
you haven't called in a while, and you always call.
We just had a hurricane, so,
Oh, shit.
Where's battle here? We've been without power for a couple of weeks now. A lot of people died and passed away, so,
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
And I just recently brought my kids down here, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, I just been trying to, survive down here and everything. But yeah, that's why I've been calling, man, been without power and everything. And, but it's a blessing. Glad I'm still alive because we lost a lot of people. I lost a lot of my friends and everything.
Wow, my
During the
condolences to
hurricane, I
everybody
passed
out
away,
there.
so.
Sorry to hear that,
Thank
brother.
you.
Do you have a
The
question,
main
bro?
reason I've been trying to, I just wanted to, congratulate you on your album you're doing. And, your video you were doing in Spanish. I seen that. That's like, man, that's like, you're doing it big. And, a lot of the younger female artists and a lot of the young women, could look up to you now because you're doing something that, most women don't do today. And I just want to say, and Tony, as I said this in the past, you're beyond my favorite artist in the world. I mean, don't get wrong, I like Bella the rapper too, but like with you, I'm saying like with the Talk Box and all that, there's nobody doing that now, and you inspire me a lot. So like it's a blessing just to, be able to, talk to you and see you doing things that most of these young women can't do. But I have two questions. My first question is, would you ever do a single with Tony A? Or would you do a single with Bella the rapper?
Well, I don't rap. I just produce. So, yeah but...
So, yes and yes.
Well, I mean, like a regular song or whatever.
Well, I am co-producing her record, so we're working on that right now. So, yes. And then with Bella, the next question?
Bella, yes. Bella is actually one of the female rappers that I would like to work with. And I'm also actually in the works currently with Dalia Coronado. Mm-hmm. With my sister Dalia. my sister from another mister.
Another dope female artist that I don't believe she gets her flowers.
Yeah, no, she's super dope, and I think when everybody hears what we got going, it's definitely gonna be like a game changer.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a lot of females.
Hey, Big Dog, since you're a rapper, man, can you bust a 16-bar verse for Magic Girl?
Yeah, I would like
You
to.
want me to bust a 16?
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
16 bar?
16 bars, and if you guys
All
like
right,
it, put a flame or a trash can.
All right, here we go. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the homie Tony A doing the show for the broadcast. Putting it down for the homegirl Magic Girl. Show love no matter where I go. All these haters keep on talking and yapping. All these dudes talk the talk, but never see you face to face. Never gonna stop putting it down for the homegirl Magic. Represent until I die. Shout out to the homie Savage Student. All these people that's hating on this, just take a whack and take it somewhere else. I'm no matter what, from the bottom of my heart, showing love to all the real out there. Ain't no faking this game. We're just taking it. And if you ain't real, then get out here with that whack shit, because we only coming with the real shit. Much respect to Tony A, much respect to Magic Girl, and much respect to Cool Day Savage, and all the real artists out there, Bella the Rapper, everybody else putting it down. To all you haters out there talking, get out of here because you trash.
Give him a hand clap and got him.
Yeah, got him.
That's dope, bro.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, my bro. Thank you, man. Greatly
All right,
appreciate
thank
the
you.
phone call, bro.
Thank you for calling. I appreciate your call.
All right.
Yes,
You're
sir.
welcome.
All right. Fort Myers, Florida in the building. So let's keep it pushing. So let's go. Okay. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, my name is Antonio. I'm calling from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we do it. You already know what's up. Much respect to Magic Girl. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. I woke up today, so it was a
Likewise.
good day. So this is a question for Tony A, man. Much respect. You're doing your thing. You're taking care of the Chicano, Latino, everything, man. So much respect.
Thank you, my bro. Thank you.
So this is like a Prince question, because I know you're meticulous about music and sounds. What do you think one of his best songs was, like, besides like a well-known song?
Prince?
Yes.
Okay, Prince.
Yeah.
The first song that came to my mind was one that was released on a single. The single was called Irresistible Bitch, but there was a song on the B-side called Let's Pretend We're Married. And it was during the time of the 1999 album came out. Irresistible Bitch didn't come out on that 1999 album, but once again, it was like he released it during that era. Or should I say during that time he released that album. And that song, Let's Pretend We're Married, it's a fast up-tempo, what he would call punk funk. A lot of people don't know what that is, but Prince and Rick James were considered punk funk. So for me, Let's Pretend We're Married. If you listen to it, you're not going to think that I like it, but that was my shit. So Let's Pretend We're Married by Prince. Go check that shit out. That's my jam. You know, so.
That's dope. And a question for Magic Girl. What do you, like back in the old days, like, what do you think about Michael Jackson, one of his favorite unknown, songs?
I'm trying to think of the name. I just remixed it on it's on my Instagram. I am so bad at and this is so bad because I DJ. I'm so horrible with names of songs. What's that freaking
Tony A might be able to help you there.
I'm gonna cheat right now and go to my Instagram.
Well, there's look, I'm gonna tell you this. I mean, of course, I could say PYT, but that's a very known song. But that is probably my favorite Michael Jackson song ever. Okay, Pretty Young Thing. But on that Thriller album, he has a slow song called "Lady in My Life," and that is probably that's probably
a dope record.
My favorite Michael Jackson slow song, bro. He's got because we know he's got endless classics, but the "Lady in My Life," it's fucking an amazing song, bro.
It sure is, man. And every time you're right, Tony A. Every time you hear that Pretty Young Thing, that beat is so futuristic, but it's so old school.
Bro, and while she's looking for that, I also recommend, honestly, watching the with the fucking producer. I just talked about him the other day. The producer of Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, his documentary. If you get a chance.
Oh, I already watched it, Tony.
Oh, man, bro. So, yeah, bro. See, a lot of people just think of Michael Jackson as Billie Jean, bro, but it's much more than that.
Oh, it's You Rock My World.
It's so much. It's just like Prince.
Yeah, You Rock My World. I there's a video on my Instagram where I remix the beat. Like I give it like a hip hop R&B flavor, yeah. And that has to be one of my favorite from the old times. The newer stuff, it would have to be The Love Never Felt So Good on the last album they released after he passed. That would be my other favorite, aside from the Billie Jean and all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are amazing, man. You guys made my whole night. Good talking to you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend coming up.
You too, my brother.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Yeah, heck yeah. Take care.
Okay, let's keep it pushing now. Oh, man. All right. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Hello? Caller? Caller. Okay, he hung up.
Let's call from their Obama phone.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Last name Contreras, first name Box.
This fool.
It's me. I made it. And like always, how I always start this off professionally. Saludos to my brother Tony A. How you doing, Magic Girl? How's everything going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in there, day by day. But I want to take this little moment to say saludos to the homie from Florida because he had said my name a couple of times on the comments. But the question I want to ask is this: have you had any contact? And I know this question is gonna be a little rough. Well, I don't know about rough, but maybe it will. Have you had any contact or any run-ins with anyone from High Power?
Yes and no. Is that like people currently signed to the label or ex-High Power people?
Either or, however you want to go about it. Because I already know the other two that were there, and they don't, they have no longer establishments with them. But I meant, currently with them.
Currently, no. I think the only person that possibly currently that I know still keeps it cool with Caps that I do keep contact with is Tweety. A lot of people don't remember him, but Tweety from
I know who he is.
The original High Power. I had the opportunity to meet him on my last tour with High Power. He did my last tour together. Well, my tour. He did it with me. And that's pretty much the only person that I would say that's still signed to High Power, I think, that I keep contact with. But everybody else, no. I mean, everybody else is gone. They don't belong to High Power.
Well, what would happen, not what would happen because we can't predict the future, but say if you did run into Capone or, any member from their record label, would everything be cool or you would just walk past them and they would walk past you?
I think we would just walk past each other. There's no beef. There's no beef like everybody portrays or tries to make it seem. It was just bad business. You know what I'm saying? Like we all parted ways. Exactly. We feel how we feel about certain things, and honestly, it might be different for other artists who parted ways, but you have to keep in mind that they're males, they're men. Men handle their business differently, so it would be kind of weird for a female to keep beefing it with grown dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like when it was just bad business. Yeah. There's no hard feelings or no bad blood between us. I think we could just both be cordial and professional and just walk past each other. We might have a few words to say, but nothing negative. It's not what everybody makes it seem to be.
All good.
Got you. Thank you for saludos, Tony A. You're my brother. Last name Contreras, first name's Box. Magic Girl, I wish you nothing but the best, and you're going to be a star in the sky because that's where you belong.
Thank you.
Great job.
All good.
Thank you.
Make
Have
sure
a great one.
Wish on it, fool.
Bye.
All right, let's keep it pushing, guys. We got a couple more minutes. Let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
What's up, man? It's Ray from Compton.
What's up, Ray from Compton?
Compton.
You got a question, my brother?
Genesis Magic Girl.
Hey,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
are
for
you?
Genesis Magic Girl. I can't wait for your podcast. You already have a subscriber.
Thank
I
you.
just want to know if you're gonna follow this. I just want to know if you're gonna follow the same formula, like take live calls, or go live and take calls, because it seems to me that formula works, man. It's really fun. It's really engaging, and yeah, I just want to know if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually talking to Tony about this not too long ago, because I was asking him for some suggestions of how I should, run my podcast, as him being, one of the best doing it right now, that I feel, my opinion. But I actually want to bring a segment back that I did on the first podcast that I did,
Right.
Where I want to do. Okay, correct me, because you corrected me. Crank calls.
Yeah, crank calls is when somebody calls and is like, is this Magic Girl? This is Raul, and I want to suck your toes. And then they hang up, okay?
Yeah.
Now, a prank
call.
That's a prank now. Prank call, somebody's like, yeah, this is Igor Stravinsky. May I speak to Magic Girl? Your flowers are ready. That's a prank.
Yeah.
So you want to do pranks.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring that segment back for a little bit. We're going to have also open lines, but that's going to be one of the segments that I want to bring back. It worked very well for me back in the day. It was super fun.
Right.
A lot of people were hitting me up. Long story short, we had one person message me his wife's phone number and said, I want you to call my wife while you're live on the show. And we would three-way the person so the other person could be like, hey, babe, no, stop, it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we would all be in on it. And he's like, I want you to call my wife and tell her that, he's like, I don't know, make up a name and tell her that that I'm cheating on her with you. And we did. And it was super fun.
Super fun maybe for you guys, not for her.
It was hilarious. And at the end of the call, she started laughing. She's like, I'm going to F you up when I get home. You're sleeping on the couch. It was just fun for everybody. So.
Can you imagine if you call somebody and you say, I'm sleeping with your husband, and then she says, fuck it, I'm sleeping with his brother.
Oh, that would be a dope episode.
Oh, shit. And then the husband goes, I'm only fucking playing.
Right.
Well, I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? There's a Spanish radio station in Bakersfield. I don't know if other people do it, but where it's in Spanish, where they call. It's called El Segmento de los Chocolates, where somebody calls and says, hola, tengo unos chocolates. Hay alguien en tu vida que quisieras mandárselos. And then either the lady says yes or no, but 9 out of 10 times the lady says, yeah, I have somebody in my life that I would like, quiero mandárselos.
Yeah.
And it's not the husband. And the husband's on the other line listening. So, for example, he's like, pues, ¿quién es José? ¿Y tú quién eres? But before they make the call, they ask the person, why are you doubting? ¿Por qué las dudas? And the majority of the time, it's people that have long-distance relationships in Mexico.
Ah, shit.
So he's like, pues tengo mis dudas porque no tiene papeles y siempre me anda pidiendo dinero y nunca contesta and stuff like that. So
I don't know.
I want to... Not that I'm trying to stir the pot, because I'm really not, but, if your husband likes to have some fun and your wife, because I've had females, call in and say, hey, can you call my husband and say this and that, say that, hey, that you're my homegirl and you saw me sleeping with some dude or leave the bar, if you guys want to have fun, my podcast is definitely going to be called
Okay,
Cool Pranks.
well, there you go. I hope you got your answer, big dog.
I did. Thank you. I can't wait.
Thank you, my bro. You know what gets me? It's like that meme that says, I was playing a joke on my wife and tell her I found out that you're cheating, and she apologized.
And she
Call her your name, or where you calling from?
Cheating, and she apologized.
Hello, this is Jose Hernandez calling from Fresno.
Jose Hernandez from Fresno. What's good, my brother?
What's up?
She apologized.
Hey, this is Jose Hernandez calling from Fresno. Hey, hello. I have one question for Tony A, one question for Magic Girl.
Go for it.
Yeah, so Tony, I wanted to know, because the midterm elections and stuff that's going on. How do you feel about Trump announcing that he's running again in 2024?
The same way I feel that Kanye West is going to run for 2024.
These nuts.
I mean, I don't know. Here's my thing, bro. It's like, are these the only choices we have? I mean, is that how sad we are, bro?
America, do better, please.
Yes, fuck. I almost said make America great again, but that's Trump's quote. I mean, are these the best
These are the chosen ones.
I don't know.
We are definitely in the last days. What chapter of Revelation are we doing tomorrow?
Yeah. We're in the last of the last days. So make sure you guys release that album tomorrow. Okay, really quick. Here's my thing. I truly believe that if Trump wins again, he's going to win.
I think so.
He's going to win. Okay, unless they rig it and then they get that old ass buffoon that still is there to stay there for another 4 years.
Oh, no, you know what? I'm not going to say nothing.
But Biden, who's like 2 weeks away from dementia, but
it's going to expire in 6 months.
But anyways, I mean, and then there's rumors that there's an actor playing him, so I don't know how true that is, but I truly believe that I think this time, believe it or not, I think Raza will vote for Trump.
I think so. I think Trump did a lot of things for the people, to pacify, in a sense, to pacify.
Yeah.
That he's just gonna. It's just by automatic. Just automatic.
I still won't wear a MAGA hat, but you know, no, I'll wear a hat that says "Make DJing Great Again."
Exactly.
But anyways,
make music great again.
anyways, brother. Yeah. What's your other question?
My other question was for Magico.
What's that?
Do you know that if you would ever be performing out in the Fresno, the 559 area anytime soon?
Hopefully, I'll be back. I think the last time I was in Fresno, I did a Lowrider Super Show out with Lighter Shade of Brown. It was actually the last show that Bobby ever did.
Yeah.
And I had the privilege of meeting Bobby before he passed. I think he passed a couple weeks after that.
I saw the pictures that you guys took together.
Mm-hmm. And that's when I met Robert Roadium from Lighter Shade. Shout out to his podcast.
Yeah.
And that's where I met Bobby. And when I think Fresno, I always think that moment because Bobby and Robert were very kind to me, and they spilled a lot of knowledge on me. And at that time, I wasn't very known.
Right.
You know, I was just barely starting out, and they spit a lot of knowledge to me, and they also gave me a lot of opportunity to certain things. So I truly appreciate their friendship. But when I think Fresno, I think that. But that was the last time I was in Fresno, and hopefully I'll be back soon after this album drops.
Hey, put on the live chat. If Trump runs 2024, will he win? Okay.
Yeah, and shout out to NC Wicks.
NC Wicks from Fresno.
I'm about to elevate you in your own city, boy.
Hell yeah, she's got the EBT hookup. Okay. All right, Cardinal.
All right. You guys have a good night, and much love from the Bulldogs.
All right, my brother. Stay blessed.
Good night.
Okay, let's go. Unknown caller. Come on.
Answer it.
Hell no. Once again, if you call me private, I will respect your privacy and not answer. Okay, so let's go. Let me see.
Let the balls make the calls.
Exactly. Why you gotta hide your number?
It's not like we're gonna call you back. Like, just call with your regular number. Like,
we already know who you are. Okay,
gobble, gobble.
Let's go. Call her your name and where you calling from.
Well, what's up, Tony A? This is Ray Rice.
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice. How are you?
I'm doing good, Magic Girl. I want to thank you for that Boys in the Hood shirt you gave me.
Oh, I knew you were gonna like it. I seen it and I was like, you know what? Ray's gonna love this. You're welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man.
And as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. My birthday is next week on the 10th. Can you give me an early birthday shout out next Wednesday on the 9th?
Yeah, I told you I would, big dog.
I'm gonna do it now before Tony. Happy birthday, Ray Rice.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Magic. Thank you so much, Magic Girl.
I'm gonna start off Wednesday by giving you a shout out, so you gotta tune in, homie.
Thank you so much. I'll be 38. I will be 38 years old next week.
Wow.
Hell yeah! Keep it pushing, big dog.
Yeah, and would you ever have big tradies from the East Siders on your show?
I'll have any East Sider from my show, bro. Most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I'm working on some big. I'm working on some big names right now, bro. Mm-hmm. So you'll be surprised soon.
Okay. Yeah. I've been ordering your mixtape from my eBay. I said no, I don't bootleg CDs. I really don't like bootlegs.
Yeah. No, they're poor quality, bro. And I know the guy who's doing it, and I told that dude to stop, and his ass doesn't stop. So.
Man.
I'll give you a USB.
Yeah. Do you have that high C scanless mixtape, Tony A?
The scanless one. Like I said, I told you I was gonna look, bro, and I'll still look, but I think I may have one or two. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. DM me again, remind me, and I'll look for it, bro.
Okay, and I enjoyed your Welcome to Wilmington video on YouTube.
Oh yeah, the hood blogs. Make sure you guys go check out hood blogs.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
Thank you, my brother.
You're welcome.
All right, my brother. You stay blessed, and Wednesday, homie. Don't forget.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Stay out, homie. Okay. You know why a lot of people really enjoy that hood vlogs? Because they say there ain't too many rappers that can still walk the streets of their neighborhood.
Facts.
Let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Damn, fool. You guys fucking got a block on the line or something tonight, perro.
You got through, homie.
That's the homie from the city of Escondido, man.
All good, homie. We got dudes lined up for Magic Girl.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They're all lined up.
I got my ticket in my hand, perro.
Hell yeah.
He got the stamp on his hand.
Exactly. All good, my brother. You got a question, carnal?
Yeah, I got a question for each of you. First for you, Tony. Any word on that Rich G interview, the part 2?
On which one?
For Rich G.
You know what? I interviewed Rich G twice already.
So I know, but didn't you say like about a month ago you were gonna have him back on, or
Yeah, you know what?
Happen?
A lot of people don't know this, and I'm not trying to put his business out there, but Rick works, bro. So a lot of times when he's out, and it's just not a normal job, he does a lot of truck driving. He said when he has a time, he would, because I do want to bring him in to take calls, because I know people want to ask him, calls not only about his career, but also about Toker, et cetera, with all the artists he's worked with. So I do want to bring him back in, not necessarily for an interview, but for calls with the Wizard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys were talking about Tony motherfucking G from Bakersfield earlier today, right?
Yeah, I mean, I only know one Tony G, so this name is kind of new to me. So there's a Tony G in Bakersfield, but when I hear Tony G, no disrespect to anybody else, I think of La Raza Mentirosa producer DJ Tony Gonzalez from out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you reached out to him, because I think he was pretty close with some of the people from the Brownside camp también.
Well, you know what? I don't know if he's ever submitted his music or not, bro. And if they did, somebody would have told me. Because I always have people to submit their music at roadiumradio@gmail.com, and that's the way we do it, bro.
All right, and I got one more question for Magic, if we just got time.
Yeah, what's up?
So like for just a quick breakdown, like how did you get your skills to pay the bills to like work at the mortuary? Did you have to go through like a course, or was it just strictly like just academics, like at a college or some shit?
You have to be willing to learn. And the way it works here in state of California, technically you have to go to school and have an embalming license by state of California to turn the machine on, to flip the switch. So you have to have a permission slip to flip the switch. But as far as everything else, the preparation and the cosmetics and the dressing and the casketing and all that stuff, that's stuff that generally most funeral assistants or funeral arrangers or directors is something that you just have to want to learn. So there is some funeral arrangers and directors, and notice that I'm saying a difference. Funeral director, you have to have a funeral director's license to call yourself a director. If you don't, you get fined. It's illegal. So a funeral arranger is somebody who does not have a funeral director's license, but can still do certain tasks in the funeral home. So it gets very technical. So pretty much, it just has to be something that you're willing to do, because, like I said, there's a lot of funeral directors that don't like to be with the bodies, but enjoy serving the families as far as the preparation and the pre-need and the, setting up the services and stuff like that. And then there's people like me who just don't mind being a caretaker for the deceased.
Orale. But is it like a pretty extensive course? Like, does it take a lot of time for you to get your license, or is it like pretty straightforward?
No, it takes a while. You got to go to school for it, and then you also have to get a lot of hours of experience to be an apprentice embalmer. You have to be under a licensed embalmer for a period of time to get that, and then you go to California State testing, and then you have to have certain courses in college done. So it's not something you can get in a couple months. It's really a career that you have to choose, because it's really maybe a year, 2 or 3 years, or 4, something like that.
Okay.
But
well, thank you guys for your time.
Throughout the time, you do have to be working. Yeah.
All good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gracias. You guys have a
Yes,
good
sir.
one.
I appreciate that question. I like that. Caller, your name. Oh, Box. Let's go, Box. Ask the question, Box.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. You got a question for the box? Let's go. Let's do it.
No,
I have a question. Yes. Oh yeah, Despensa. I'm gonna cut it short. Box Contreras, everybody knows that shit. My brother 28, the exquisite, talented Magic Girl. I have a question. If you had to pick 3 artists, and I'm gonna give you 3 artists, and I'm not trying to be biased on this, but if there's 3 artists who you would pick, and we gotta bring this to the table, Salinas. And I don't want to bring this broad's name up, but she's always in the media. Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. Who would you pick?
To work with?
But not to. Well, if you can work with, or who do you admire more? Like, who do you think is not better, but just who would you choose?
I would choose Selena. I think her career is dope, but I also am 50 with Cardi because she is a very good performer. She's very disciplined. And there's just a lot more. See, when people look at artists, I don't necessarily pay attention to their music, if that makes sense. Like their lyrics, like, cool, whatever. It wouldn't be something I listen to, but when I look at certain artists, I look at the way they present themselves, the way they discipline themselves, the way they carry themselves, you know. And she is, you know, she's a little rough around the edges for some people, you know. But as far as performing wise and in the way she presents her craft, I truly admire that as well. But if I had to choose out of all 3, be Selena first, Cardi second, I wouldn't choose Nicki.
I would say Selena first. I like that she did English and Spanish, so she
did both. Yeah, and she was getting ready to cross over to English right before
do some acting.
Yeah, right before she passed. So.
All right, Box, gotta let you go, homie.
¿Sabes qué? Gracias, canal. I see you guys. Back.
Okay, bro. Later. Okay, caller. Somebody text me on this thing. Oh shit. Okay, caller. Your name and where you calling from? Hello?
Hello.
We're here.
This is Ron Jeremy.
Your name and where you calling from,
I'd like to ask Ron Jeremy from Covina.
Ron Jeremy. Oh, man, you're out. All right, go ahead. You got a question?
I'm going to ask the lady a question. Foreskin or no foreskin?
Okay, you know what? Let me tell you something, bro. That's like asking me, can you date a girl with cellulite? First and foremost, I don't care what kind of cell phone she has, okay? So anyways, next caller.
Next question.
Caller from the 818. You've been calling, so we haven't been able to get to you. Okay. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
I'm from Nebraska. Well, I'm not from Nebraska. I'm originally from the West Coast, but I've been from Brooklyn, homie. And shit, I've been trying to holler at y'all for a minute, bro.
All good, my brother. You got a question?
Yeah, my name's G. They call me Red Rebel from Brooklyn. And shit, I'm just trying to see shit. Y'all trying to do some side tracks or something? Because I be pushing shit all the time. And I know with the shit that we got going over there on the West Coast, there's a lot of politics. But with me over here, there's no politics. You know, it's just all about money.
Okay. I wasn't sure about your question, bro.
No, I'm just saying with Magic.
Okay.
You know, because that's what the podcast is about right now.
Right.
Right. The podcast is going to be an open platform for everybody who is an artist to come promote their craft.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
No, but I'm not trying to promote nothing. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I'm just saying, are you willing to do some side tracks with somebody else?
Yeah, definitely submit your stuff to an email when we provide it, and somebody will reach out to you accordingly. Yeah. I'm never the one to turn something down without it being presented. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to look at everybody the same. Give everybody equal opportunity. So if you present whatever it is you want to present to me in a timely manner and respectful of my time, because I am a busy person, you know, then I'm down to look. I mean, I don't see why not. I would not look at it or take it into consideration.
Okay, well I could tell you I'm from Brooklyn over there on what do you call it over there on it's from Brooklyn all the way from Pennsylvania up top from New Jersey. You know, that's where I'm from.
All good, my
from
brother.
the
Shout out to
top.
Brooklyn.
All good, my brother. Thank you, man, for that call. Greatly appreciate it, homie.
Thank you for calling in.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
It's Rick from the 714.
Rick from the 714. You got a question, brother?
Yeah, I got a question for Magic Girl. First, when are you coming out to either Orange County or Santana?
Hopefully soon once this album drops. Last time I was in, I think I did the OC Funk Fest with
I know you were there with Lisa.
With Lisa, and with Curious Entertainment. That was the last time I was in OC.
Gotcha.
Yeah, was that? And then there was one you did. Was it outside of OG Mike's or something like that?
I did OG Mike's too. We had a
OG
it
Mike's.
was slam packed. We looked like sardines up in there.
Yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
so dope. Like
Yeah.
like Santana, Orange County. Like you guys always show so much love and support for me. Like
Yeah.
I truly appreciate you
And
guys.
they love the funk.
Those were like my beginning stomping grounds. Like honestly, because y'all just love funk so much, you know.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody down in Santana and in Orange County. I'll definitely be back soon. I got some stuff for you guys. You guys, you know.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you said it. And then one more. Will we ever do like a regional with somebody, with one of this? You know how it's very popular nowadays?
Yeah, definitely. I write a lot of music in Spanish, and I actually have a song that I want to get together with I don't know why I'm thinking Joey Quinones, Castro.
Bobby Castro?
Bobby Castro.
Yeah.
With Bobby Castro,
Oh,
I
okay.
actually have plans to reach out to him because he's a very, very talented songwriter and he does all that regional stuff. My father does as well, but he's been out the game for a lot of years, and we just don't really do, as weird as it sounds, we really don't do music together as much as we should. But I've been really wanting to reach out to Bobby to do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All good, bro. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Nice. And Tony.
Yes, sir.
What do you think there's the audience for regional music right now down here in Cali? They sell out.
Yeah.
How come? Well, it goes up to Magic Girl too. I ask you, how come for like, I don't know if you call it for the rap artists or Chicano or hip hop, that's not happening around here. And when the regional, like, you know, the original music, banda and stuff like that, those things, they get jam-packed. Imagine if we had people like that for this kind of music, which I'm saying hip-hop,
right?
Chicano rap.
Well, so the thing, hold on, bro. Let me say, I agree with you 100%. Okay, the thing is that that's a different audience. That's a different total genre of music. When it comes to Chicano rap, bro, let's be honest. A lot of us would probably, when I say us, I'm speaking that in the general sense, would rather go buy tickets to a Snoop Dogg, to a game, and Too Short, etc. The problem is that we don't support each other in this Chicano rap game. That's the problem, bro. We just don't support each other.
Yeah, that's what I see.
So
everything else is popping.
Everything else. So we have us to blame.
That's okay.
So
Us to blame. That's a good one.
Yeah.
We're us to blame for a lot of stuff.
yeah.
All
right, carnal. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
What up, Tony? This is Antonio from Albuquerque again, man. I forgot to ask you one cool question, man.
Okay. I'm going to say something before you ask, okay? Because I appreciate you calling back. Because there's a lot of people that say, I can never get through. How do these guys get in twice? Ask your question, please.
You know what? I'm very special, man. People gravitate towards me. So just like you, man, I have that energy.
Nah, I mean, let's go.
Hey, what is one of your favorite? Because I know you love music, man. I can feel your soul. What is one of your favorite Elvis Presley songs?
Fuck.
That's a hard one.
No, it's not. I have it at the tip of my tongue.
Dang, now the
It's
cat
now
got
or
Tony's
never. That one.
Oh, damn. What about Crying in the Chapel?
That's cool, bro. But you asked me, so I told you. So.
And that's what's up. What about you, Magic Girl?
Do you have a Elvis song?
I never really listened to it. I listen to his music, but not to where I can. The only one that comes to mind is Shayna by Hound Dog.
Okay.
Was the most popular
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I just wanted to.
Okay, well, let me say
So
this.
tell me right now, Tony.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
One of your favorite artists besides Prince. I know you love Prince, but one of your favorite artists that people don't really something that you listen to that nobody knows that you listen to.
Beethoven, composer. I listen to a lot of classical music.
Mozart, Beethoven.
Yes, I listen to a lot of classical music.
People used to think I was weird because everybody would be playing hip hop and stuff down in the care center when we would be prepping the prepping the decedents.
Yeah.
I'd be playing classical music and it was like, you're weird. And I'm like, it calms me.
Same thing.
Takes me from reality, Like,
It is, look at, let me recommend the last Elvis movie, and then I'll also recommend Immortal Beloved. Immortal Beloved, played by Gary Oldman. He played Beethoven. Beautiful movie. So.
Oh man, dude, I've watched it, bro. Like I'm just like you. I'm very, I have that eclectic kind of mind. Last question for you guys, oldies. What is your favorite Otis Redding song, both of you guys?
You know what? There's a lot of them, bro. And honestly, probably his most, probably the most popular one, bro. But there's so many of them. But I will say this. He had sons, and they were called the Reddings. I don't know if you've ever heard of that group. The Reddings, okay. They had a song called I know you want to. I know you. It's a fucking banging ass fucking funk song, bro, from the 80s. But a lot of people don't know that his sons had like a funk group, bro. And I'm trying to remember the name of the song, but the name of the group's called The Reddings. I Know You Gotta Love Her. Just Google that. I Know You Gotta Love Her by The Reddings. Let me give shine to that because nobody ever talks about them. So.
No, hell yeah. This is one of those obscure kind of questions, man. I already knew that you were going to come up with something like that, man. Just your mind is so eclectic, man. And I appreciate that. Respect that. If you guys ever come out to Albuquerque, both you guys have a place to stay.
Thank you, my brother. You stay blessed, homie. Have a blessed night. I'll play that song for you later, but it was a fucking dope ass.
Educate me on that because I'm not too familiar. Like nothing comes to mind.
Call your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, hi Tony A. It's me, Angie, calling from LA. I just want to say hello to you and to Magic Girl.
Hi, Angie.
First of all, hi. How are you? I'm the one that had hit you up on Instagram. Was trying to help you find your grandpa's track. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. You know what's funny about that is that somebody responded, and I don't know if they're watching right now, but somebody responded to a comment on the interview I did with Gil on American Cholo.
Yeah.
And they told me that they found it.
Wow.
That he looked in his record collection and he found it. So I have yet to hear back from him.
Wow.
So if you're watching, hit me up on Instagram at FOREVERXGENESIS. Or email me at lowriderlifemagazine@gmail.com because I definitely want to get your info. I at least want to get a picture or a copy of that or something because that's super, super sentimental to me.
So.
Yeah, that would be cool if they reach out to you, and do have that for you. Yeah, because I tried. I mean, I sat here on my computer and I just started the minute you mentioned it, I got on it. I was on it and I was hoping, to hit you up with good news.
Yeah, you were one of the, you were one of the first people who messaged me right after the show, and I was like, "Oh my gosh! I gotta find this. But I truly appreciate you taking the time and trying to help me find that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure. And also, before I hang up, Tony A, I wanted to mention to you, I was looking at the links you have on your page here, and looking at the Roadium mixtapes on Wixsite. I clicked on that link, and it didn't pop up anything. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or maybe it got typed in wrong or something. I don't know.
On what website is this?
Right here on this, it says official website and then it says the Roadium mixtapes. You know how you enter all your information on your yeah,
we
right
actually,
there, whatever link.
Yeah, on the YouTube description about. You could go to the link. The only thing that we have available right now is available for downloads. As far as hard copies right now, CDs, we don't have any right now. So, but we do have 8 available downloads that you could download directly to your phone.
And where would I find those?
Just go under store. I guess on the website, go under store, and it should pop up, or it should say tabs will say either music, mixtapes, or store. Either one of those, and it'll pop up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot. You guys have a blessed weekend. All right.
You too. Thank you.
You too. Thank you for calling.
Oh, shit, I hung up on her. All right, cool. Okay, let's see.
Hanging up on everybody.
Call her your name and where are you calling from?
This is Don Perruco. You hear that, Alex? No. Anyways, I've been wanting to call and tell Alex how to say Perruco.
Perruco.
And I think the problem is he's getting it in English.
Oh, Peruca.
Peruco.
Like G. Peruco.
G. Peruco.
Con huevos.
Con huevos, exactly, bro. All good, my brother. What's
Perruco.
good? Perruco.
No, I was just calling to say that and shout out to both of you. And that's all I have today.
All good,
Appreciate
my
it,
brother.
though.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, homie. All right, let's go. Okay, we got a caller that left me. That been, I guess it's an 818 number's been calling and calling and calling. So right now you have time. Okay, no, we got another caller. Your name? Where you calling from?
You already know who this is.
I already know.
For my foreign house again.
You know who you sound like?
Shout out to the homeboy box.
You sound like.
Relax. I just want to take some pictures.
You sound like Jeffrey Dahmer. All good, my brother.
Much respect to the homeboy box.
All good, bro. You got a question?
Calling in all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just wanted to call and say to Magic Girl, you know, I can't wait for your broadcast. But I have to say that when I first called, but can't wait to see it. You know, hope everything goes good for you. And I hope one day to meet you and see you live. If you ever do a live show or whatever, hopefully I can get a ticket or whatever. You know what I mean? I'll fly out there because I would love to see you perform, you know.
Yeah,
are you ever going to be performing with anybody else or in the past? Or
as of right now, I'm waiting for the album to drop. Once the album drops, then I'll be picking up shows again. I have been hit up by a lot of promoters to do shows, but I'm just kindly declining for the moment until I have new stuff to present to you guys, because I want to go out there and do my stuff, you know, like I don't want to do the cover jams no more, you know, my old rap, 16 rap stuff. Like I want to do me now. So hopefully here sometime soon, but I'll definitely be hitting Florida soon. I know me and Tony Butler, we're talking about possibly doing some stuff down there. So.
All right, Carnal, have to let you go, homie. Cool. Appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep, God bless.
All right. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
This is from the 530 State California. And I just want to ask Magic Girl if I could take her out to dinner.
There you go.
Oh, where are you gonna take me?
Wherever you want me, huh?
Oh, I don't think you can afford me.
Well, she said,
shit, never mind.
I'm just playing.
No,
You said never mind.
I'm gonna say something. If you gotta have money to keep to have her, you don't need her. Okay.
All right.
No, Carnal. But where were you from again, bro? Like, where were you calling from?
530 State California.
Oh, okay, 530. Is that close to you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll drive down there.
Okay.
We drive. Pizza and beer. Sounds good.
Beers. I'm still waiting for Wicks to
There you
take me
go.
to that brewery.
All
For
good.
the ice cream, No. But on seriously, I truly appreciate the offer. Thank you.
Oh, he hung up. All right. Maybe you got hurt.
We're here for sarcasm, guys.
Yes. So, okay. Wait, let me see. There we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Tony. I'm the one that you hanged up on. This is Angie from LA.
Oh, she's calling you out.
Dispensa. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm
no,
glad you
sorry,
called.
I know it happens.
You know what? I'm glad you called because
I was just.
callers say they cannot get through, and yet we have repeats. So that's good. Go ahead.
Yes. You know what? And I'm going to tell you something. What it is they have to be persistent.
Okay.
That's the key. You have to be persistent because I called a few times and it kept sounding busy, and I just kept calling back. So yeah, that's how that works.
All good. Good. So
All right, so you guys have a blessed weekend.
You too. Thank you for
Okay,
calling
you hang
up.
up first.
I will. Why, thank you. All right, bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, she hung up. Okay. All right. And I can't believe that got called about foreskin.
Oh yeah, I had to. Like,
So let's
you're calling the wrong podcast. For that.
call her your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, Tony, this is Manny from Phoenix.
What's up, brother? How you doing? Phoenix in the building.
I'm doing good. Hey, Magic Girl.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Nice interview. Yeah, that's good. I want to ask you, why the name Genesis?
That's actually my real name.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, that's my government. So my real name is Genesis.
Oh, right, right.
Actually, and growing up, I never really liked that name. I don't know why. I just never liked it because it was just so like new, like so rare. And then people would always just call me Jenny.
Well, the thing is, when I first spoke to you for the first time over the phone, I asked you your name, and then you said Genesis. And for a split second, I thought you were playing around.
Yeah.
Because I had never met anyone named Genesis.
Yeah.
So I thought it was different, and I knew what it meant. And I remember I said, oh, it's Bereshit. But I said, no, that's the Hebrew. The Greek one, it's actually, Genesis.
Yeah, I was like, what'd you call me?
Yeah, which really means in the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
And that's funny because my uncles called me that. And the other day I was out somewhere and I was on the phone with somebody and I hear out of nowhere, in the beginning. And I turned around and it was my uncle. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's what it's either Genesis, Jenny, or in the beginning.
There you go. All good. Thank
Right,
you,
right. All right, cool. Yeah. Have a
Okay.
good night.
Good night. Okay, let's go. Man, you know what? When we get calls, like 3 or 4, start calling. So call her your name and where you calling from. Oh, I'm going to hang up on him. Box, I know it's you.
Hang
I
up
know
on
it's
him.
you.
Here, you got 3
Yeah, that's
credits.
it. I got you, Box. Much love, much respect, homie. But we're trying to get to these calls.
Block his ass.
Call her your name and where you calling from.
Hey, this is John from West Covina.
What's up, John from West Covina? You got a question, my bro?
What's up, man? Hey, Tony, this is out of the topic, but I had a question. Do you sell mixed tapes?
Well, I did, but right now I don't have any in stock. I was selling them pretty much all year, and they sold out pretty fast. I got some reprinted up again, and I sold out, so I really don't have any more. But I would appreciate it, bro, if you don't already follow me on Instagram and hit me up maybe with a month, and I'm gonna try to have a new batch, bro.
All right. I'll be looking forward to that.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's go, guys. We got about 5 more minutes, okay? Call her your name and where you calling from.
What's up, brother? I'm calling back once again, and I had a question about you guys are praising certain rap. You're from Cali, right?
Yeah, we're in Cali, LA.
Okay, that's what's up then. That's perfect. Okay, so lately I've been hearing shit talk about other Mexicanos from other places that have been charged for certain type of shit. But I mean, you guys are praising Michael Jackson and this and that over there. I mean, wasn't he charged with certain types of fucking charges? Sorry for my language.
I don't know if Michael Jackson was ever charged with anything.
Mm-mm.
He was accused.
He was accused, but
He was accused. Yeah, and okay. Well,
let me
well,
chime
all
in.
right,
Let me chime in.
Let
and
me
say
step back a
something.
little bit.
Uh-huh.
Let me step back a little bit then. All right, go ahead.
Okay, and just because I feel very
Go ahead.
very strongly about this subject, and I was speaking to a friend about this the other day. I was asked if I would do, I'm not going to say names, if I would work with a particular artist. I think we all know who.
Right.
My immediate
Yeah.
answer was no.
No, yeah.
No, like I'm not even entertaining that, and anybody who entertaining that
Right.
is a sellout. Like I'm calling you out on it.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I
Okay.
feel that way. Because if you are out here preaching, literally preaching some type of like, I stand for this, I stand for that,
Yeah.
and you're backpedaling with your actions, you're a sellout. Okay.
Yeah. You're compromising your morals.
Exactly. You're compromising your morals. And that's simply something that I won't do simply for this fact.
Say more.
Is that anybody that I work with, and this is just the way that I see it, okay? Anybody that I work with
Yo tengo dos niñas, so I know. Yeah.
represents me, represents my brand.
Right.
So I do not want to represent that in particular, especially when there's proof, when there's convictions, when there is solid evidence. It's not hearsay, it's in black and white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. Well, that's
just me.
what I wanted to clarify. And that's what I wanted to clarify. And yeah, I got 3 boys and 2 daughters. You know, I got a 6-month and I got a 3-year-old, 4-year-old daughter. You know, everybody else is a little older than that, but I hear exactly what you're saying. You know, because I don't fuck with that bullshit. Because when I was little, I used to see people used peddle around the middle schools with some low riders and be like, damn, how the fuck they pulling all the girls, you know? But you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it was back then.
Right.
You know, people were stupid back then, and I'm not with that shit. I wish I could have had the shit to go fuck them up.
Okay,
but no, you know, I was just a little kid back then.
I do want to share an example, and maybe this will make more sense to people. Okay, I do believe that the industry supports these type of movements where they stop supporting certain artists, and I want to bring R. Kelly up.
Yeah.
Okay. What did the streaming platforms do? They pulled his music from everywhere. Why? Because there was a conviction, there was proof, and I strongly believe that they would have done the same if Michael was ever convicted.
I believe that too.
So it's not like we're picking and choosing who to support. It's just as humans and as adults, I guess we have to unless it's truly in concrete.
Right.
We can't just go around accusing people.
Why is he in jail then?
You know.
Why is he still in jail then?
Who's this?
Who?
R. Kelly.
Oh,
is he out?
No, he's convicted.
Because he's convicted. But what I'm saying is that the industry as a whole decided to stop supporting him after the conviction.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's, and I think,
nice.
And I think that they would have done the same if Michael.
Times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Hopefully we answered your call, man. Greatly appreciate it. We got some more calls before we take off. So
thank you, bro. Yes.
All
Pero defensa y voy a estar listo para una canción contigo.
All good. Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay, let's go. One more call. This is going to be the last caller, and then it's a wrap because we out of here. I got a long drive tonight, so. All right, let's go. I know a lot of you guys. Okay, let's go. Last caller. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
So who am I talking to? What's his name?
Hello?
No, I need to know who I'm talking to, sweetie.
Oh, God. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I found your number in my man's phone.
Okay, you know what? They're just playing a recording. That's cool, bro. You know, I mean,
be more creative.
Yeah, let's be funny.
Tell your sister to call, fool.
Yeah, shit. Okay, fuck. Let me see. Caller.
Hey, what's going on, Tony?
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Where you calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from Compton. I'm Jonathan, aka Shorty. Man, I've been trying to get at you guys, and this is a good night. Shout out to Magic Girl. Damn, it's a pleasure to call you guys. But
good. You're the last caller, bro.
I want to say, muchas gracias for everything. Magic Girl, damn, you get down. Apenas empecé a escuchar tu música and everything, and I'm actually digging it out. Tony,
thank you, I appreciate
también.
it.
Muchas gracias, carnal.
Last time, I wanted to call when you were interviewing Homeboy with the fitness thing. Actually, that day I came back from work. Yeah, I love being late. So I just want to say that you give out some good shit for the raza. And just keep it up, man, porque hay otros podcasts que they're just talking shit. Pero aquí, it's all good. That's what I wanted to say. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, carnal. Thank you. You were the last caller of the night. Greatly appreciate it.
Órale.
All right.
Gracias.
Let's go.
We should take one more, no? One last lucky caller.
You want one more?
One last. It better be a good question, too.
Okay, let's go. Just for Magic Girl. Okay, even though I already told him he was the last caller. So let's see.
I like spoiling.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Hello? You still there?
He's breathing.
Yeah, yeah. You can hear me.
Yes, sir. It's a little muffled, but what's your name and where are you calling from?
Leo from San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas in the building, bro. Are you a Texans fan or a Dallas Cowboy fan?
A Dallas Cowboys fan, for sure.
Hell yeah. Let's go, bro. You got a question?
Yes. It's like a two-part question for you and Magic Girl.
Okay.
So my question is gonna first go to you, Tony. Do you think Hollywood will ever make a Jenny Rivera movie, something big like Selena? And for Magic Girl, if Hollywood was to do that, would you ever audition for the role?
Here's my thing when it comes to those movies. I think they should, okay? But they did a Aaliyah movie, and a lot of people said it was terrible.
I never watched it.
Yeah, they said it was terrible. So I think if they're going to do it, it's got to be done right, bro.
I watched the Jenny Rivera, the Netflix series.
How was that?
I watched it. It was pretty good.
So maybe that's all they're going to give it.
I think that's all they're going to give it. I think
Because,
it was all there.
Yeah,
they put it all out.
I mean, because let's be honest, today people aren't going to the movies anymore. It's sad. A lot of movies are just going straight to fucking Hulu, Amazon, or Disney. Yeah.
It's not movie night. It's Netflix and chill.
Yeah. So that's my thing now. So,
but my question to both of you: don't you guys think that Jenny Rivera is her status is high up there with Selena to where she should get a bigger movie than just a Netflix series?
Well, you know what? I would say yes, but let me say this, bro. It's
okay.
The way Hollywood thinks is this: can I sell it?
Yeah.
That's what it just comes down to, bro. Yeah. It's not about does she deserve one. It's can I sell this? Because it's all about fucking money with these people.
Yeah, it really is.
If I can't sell it, even though it may be a good story and we can make a banger out of it, but can I sell it?
And you have to keep in mind is that a lot of these companies are investing millions and millions of dollars. So it's like, are the investors really going to take a gamble with that? Being a flop, kind of like the Hocus Pocus. I love the part 2. I loved it.
Yes.
Even though, fun fact, nobody knew that the initial first Hocus Pocus was a flop in the box office for Disney.
It was.
They didn't know that. It didn't become a big thing until years after.
Yeah.
So is that something that they're taking into consideration for movies like this when they do for artists? I think so.
Now, but let me say this: if I'm a family member, brother, sister, father of Jenny Rivera, okay, I'm taking that movie into my own hands.
Yeah, I think the family had a lot to do with the series.
Okay, then that's like I said, then that's probably all they're gonna do.
Yeah,
then.
I think so. I think so.
I mean, but they got to be done right because, like for an example, I seen Bohemian Rhapsody, the story of, if you will, Queen, Freddie Mercury. I've seen. Of course, Selena movie, which was done right. La Bamba was done right. There's so many movies that have been done right about these artists. It has to be done right. One movie that wasn't done right, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. I thought movie was garbage.
Yeah.
It should have been done right.
Yes, I agree with that.
I think it could have been better, especially explaining his life to a generation who was still like babies,
So, all good, homie. Was that it?
Yeah, that was it. And I appreciate you guys accepting my call. I hope you all have a good night.
You too, my bro.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's get out of here. I logged out, so we are done. We can actually take these off. All right. Do we have any super chats at all? No. Yes. Okay. Go ahead. Whenever you guys are ready. That's okay. I'm just sitting here.
Okay. Joker 6 trade dropped $199. He didn't say anything.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Dalia Coronado.
Dahlia.
Okay. Well,
Dalia. Excuse you, Alex.
It's DAH. I've never seen that before, but all right. One time for the culture, puts a love emoji. Saludos, Tony and Jen.
Hell yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Much love to Dahlia Coronado.
Much love.
Dahlia Coronado.
The last time she was here, if you guys want to check her out, she was on Verse for Verse, and she went heads up with Bella the Rapper.
With Bella, yeah, I remember that.
Make sure you guys go check that out. Go ahead.
Okay, Gilbert Ortiz dropped $20. He said, been watching the show since episode 1.
Yes, sir.
Big fan, Tony and Magic Girl. I want to buy some Dodger Chucks and send them. DM me how I could buy them.
Hell yeah. Hit me on my DM on Instagram, FOREVERXGENESIS. I know they're putting the link on the thing. And hit me up for Dodger Chucks, whatever you want. Let me know. I'm doing orders via DM.
Do you do Los Raiders también?
Los Raiders, yeah.
Okay.
I got all you Raider fools in the chat.
Exactly.
Let me know.
What about IE fools or LA fools?
You know what? You know what? I'll tell you what. Whoever buys a pair of IE food chucks, I'll give a second one for free. You can raffle it. You'll raffle it here.
Okay.
Any size. So if you win the raffle, I will make them in your size.
IE fool and then LA fool on the chucks.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go.
Okay, and then this one says the G Lou Show. He dropped $4.99. It said, Tony, much love. Tony, much love. Shout out to Magic Girl and love and respect. Keep up the great work and great artistry.
The G Lou Show. That's him.
G Lou Show.
Yeah. Thank you, my bro. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Other than that, once again, is her Instagram up on the live chat and the YouTube? Okay, good. Make sure you guys subscribe there. Make sure you guys follow her on Instagram as well. And I know a lot of these people were following you before, but that one page had gotten deleted. So I'm asking everybody to refollow. Yeah. Other than that, any shout outs, any last words, whatever?
Just thank you everybody for tuning in. I truly appreciate everybody who's been following me from the beginning. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoy, doing what I do, and hopefully it'll be more for years to come. And I do have some shout outs that I want to give. Yeah. To my good friends Rose Angel and Turi down in Bakersfield. I love you guys, and thank you for always supporting me, as well as L Doggy and Angie and Angela, and as well as my buddy EVP and Bernard, and thank you, and Ms. Blowers, Tim the bartender, Pretty Tony, and Jeremy, TPM, everybody down over there in Miami, Dahlia, Jamie Lynn, Kenny, and everybody who just supports me. And, I forgot we were supposed to call Dom. I forgot to call Dom.
Oh, okay.
But so shout out to Dominator, even though whatever fool.
Dominator, that's my...
Yeah, what's my name? But, just that's pretty much it. Just thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Well, stay tuned, because the next time I'll see you will probably be at Dom's house, and we'll be working. We'll go live from there.
Yeah, we'll go to the liquor store.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Real quick, you had asked a question earlier, and I asked, I interpreted the question as who you voting for, and the options were Trump, Biden, or Kanye West.
Okay.
And 278 votes, 55% said Trump, 16% Biden, and 29% said they would vote for Kanye West.
You didn't put these nuts. All good. All right. Let me go ahead and give my shout outs. First and foremost, I'm going to give a shout out to Magic Girl for coming all the way over here from Bakersfield. She's got a long drive home. So prayers that you get home safely. And let me give a shout out to my team. Norbert's everywhere. He's on every podcast. He's the Mexican Derek Mallory. So much love and respect to Norbert. Let me give a shout out to Alex Cervantes. If you guys need a smog, you guys need even if it doesn't pass, he'll pass it. So make sure you guys hit him up. To my son B-SKANLESS for helping me promote this. Also to the Hip Hop Jedi. So the Hip Hop Jedi. So thank you very much for everybody in the live chat. You know what? Again, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. And not only that, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be shit. I'm just going to say it that way, okay? It's the fans that make us. It's the fans that tell us what the hits are. It's the fans that tune in for us. And it's all about you guys, okay? So once again, much love, much respect to everyone that supports me, that shows me love, that has been there. It's a beautiful thing knowing that there are people rooting for me that don't even know me. So much love, much respect. And to all the callers. So thank you. And everybody, super chats, so thank you for that. Other than that, shout out to Marvelous Inc. Once again, Marvelous Minds. It's not with an S, it's with a Z. Make sure you guys go to his YouTube page, because I told him not to go live to his 10K. I think he's probably 7K right now. But we got some dope shit coming out, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Other than that, see you guys Sunday. Okay, I got two guys coming in to what a lot of people will call unknowns, but they're very, very talented. Okay, so tune in Sunday. See you guys. We out of here. Much love, much respect. Buenos nachos.
Bye.
Take you away from it all. Take you away from it all.